Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to paint this landscape. From the sketch you can tell we're going to have a mountain, we're going to have a couple of, well, few trees, and my goal is to create a moody picture, a moody landscape. The trees in the distance going to be in the fog. Maybe we have some mist in the foreground even. We're gonna see these trees, so I want to, the tip of these trees, you know, we're gonna see some of these trees over here. We're not gonna see much of the background over there. Hopefully we can create some misty, foggy look over here. We're gonna see the tip of the mountain, so something like that. I'm gonna go ahead do the sky. I have prepared some gray here in this jar, and I have a darker shade of ultramarine blue. It's basically ultramarine blue and black, so that's for that. I have a 1-inch brush, so I'm gonna go ahead, and also I have ultramarine blue and white, mostly white. So let's go ahead and get the mister bottle. I'm dabbing into my light blue and just lay some base for the sky over here. And I'm gonna go ahead, dab into my darker blue, and I'm gonna come here, create a little darker sky over here. Right, I'm gonna pick up a liner brush and some black, and while that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and do the outline of my mountain, because I don't want to lose the sketch. And this stage is optional, you know. You could paint the sky first and then sketch the mountain. You don't have to do this. Just waiting for the sky to dry and, you know, saving time, why not? Just work on the mountain a bit, indicating few details in this mountain. Alright, so our sky is dry now. We're gonna go ahead, dab into the same colors. Light blue, and I had ultramarine blue and black. I don't know if you could see. It's a darker shade of it. So when you add black to your paint, to a hue, to a pure color, you get a darker shade, and when you add white, you basically tint your paint. So these are the terms that it's good to know, you know, because you're gonna hear it a lot. Use a darker shade or tint your paint, stuff like that. That's what it means. Basically, adding white to a pure color makes a tint, adding black makes a darker shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that dark blue, mix it with this lighter blue, and come over here and get a transition here. So we're gonna pick up some gray and I'm gonna come here and scrub some shapes that could resemble clouds. At this stage I'm just scrubbing let's see, oftentimes stand back, take a look at your painting, see how it looks. I'm thinking maybe I could extend this a little to the right. I'm not sure. I will decide on that. I don't want to make any major decisions early in the painting process. Sometimes when you paint other elements, things start making more sense, or the other way around. Things that made sense in the beginning don't make sense anymore. I'm sure you guys have experienced that. So I'm gonna keep it simple for now. We can always go back and work on the clouds. We don't have to commit right now. Just few very soft ones over here, maybe couple over here, very softly. And I'm gonna highlight these things later on. For this technique to work, you need that paint to be dry, and you need a very firm easel. I'm really pushing hard over here. And I'm gonna dab into some white. And we're gonna come up here, let's come up here and just create some highlight to these clouds. I'm gonna say that the light's coming this way, so applying some highlights to these clouds. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of that gray and work it into that cloud. Beautiful. come here and here's some highlights here as well. And I hope I'm not blocking your view. And maybe just some patchy clouds here and there in the sky. Something like that. Now I'm going to pick up some of that darker blue. I'm going to pick up some black. And we're going to make a dark mix for our cloud, for our mountain. I'm working with a number 8 flat brush. And I'm going to work the mountain. At this stage I'm just applying some color. I haven't really decided on the shape of the overall mountain yet. I am introducing some lighter blue, bringing it into the mix. Gotta see what works, what doesn't. I don't want to be overcommitted at this stage, so just applying some color here. We will see what works, what doesn't. We can this is acrylic, so we can. The good thing about acrylic is that you can always go back and paint over it if you don't like it and change the shape. Now down here mostly it's gonna be misty, so we're not gonna see much texture or details. Up here we're gonna see some. That's what I'm sure about. So I like the shape. I definitely like the shape of the mountain. I'm not happy with this area yet. I'm gonna maybe go ahead and bring it that way. I'm not sure. Maybe I bring it this way and bring it down. Something like that. Better. I'm gonna come here and apply. Now I'm gonna say this area is gonna be still in the shadows, so I'm not gonna highlight it very much. And I'm gonna use darker value for this area. Now I'm going to pick up my 1-inch brush. I'm going to dab into that blue. I'm going to dab into that lighter blue. I missed this area. And I'm going to come here and just apply some color. Now I still have to work on that ridge. Bringing some white into the mix. And just apply some color over here, creating some vague, misty, foggy, base to this mountain. Maybe a little bit more white. Good enough for now. I'm gonna go ahead with the same mix, black, ultramarine blue. Work on this ridge as well. Maybe some gray. Bring some gray in this area. And same idea, same colors over here. I'm working with the same colors, black, ultramarine blue and black. The ultramarine blue that I'm referring to is as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is a darker shade of it. I added some black to it, so I'm gonna go back to my 1-inch brush, add some white increase the canvas a bit. Crisscross motion. Pick up some white. Create some misty look. Okay, for now, not completely done. I'm gonna go ahead, work on that mountain, same idea, and I bring you back. Now I'm gonna dab into my white and also become some of that blue. And we're gonna come here and decide where we're gonna put some snow on this mountain. Let's start with that peak. Some highlights here. Let me pick up some of that blue. Create some shadow color. I'm gonna come here and decide some snow here. Darker blue, we're going to indicate some shadow color for that side, and maybe we can bring some of that dark that we lost, indicate some texture here. gonna pick up some white, and I'm gonna go ahead and create some like fog or mist here, and I'm gonna decide where I want it. I want some effect over here, and with the mop brush, just gonna go ahead in a circular fashion. It's similar to dry brush effect or technique rather. And just like that. Create some mist or fog at the bottom of the mountain. Some more white paint, a little bit water, just a tiny bit water with it. Not too much paint on the brush, it won't work. And we're gonna come here and create some over here as well. Now, how much is too much? How much is enough? It's really up to you. You know, you're happy with it, you stop. And right now I'm not trying to finish this area, just gonna lay the idea, do my trees, and then we're going to work on it again. I just want some basic fog over here or mist before I go ahead and paint my trees. Alright, so I'm gonna stop at this point. I'm gonna do my trees. Now for the background trees, I'm gonna use a color very similar to that, to the color of the mountain, just to push them back. And then for this foreground one, I'm gonna use very dark because I want the contrast. Alright, so with some of that blue, some gray, we're gonna make, and maybe add a touch of black to it, see what we get. I'm gonna create some trees here, way in the distance. And I'm gonna go ahead with the same brush and some of that blue. I'm gonna come here and lay my land here. Maybe some black. then I'm gonna come here and do some trees. And we're gonna do a few trees here. And while we're here with the same color and some gray, some blue, I'm gonna go ahead and lay the land. And create some distancy looking trees. Now it's not foggy enough for me. I'm gonna let it dry and I'm gonna go over it with some same technique over there, but we're just gonna paint them for now, make sure the shapes are there. And what is going to make it work is the contrast. This is going to make it work, the contrast, the dark that I'm gonna put over here. And I'm just using the corner of the brush to create my trees. And just block this area. Few more trees here. Maybe a few in the background. Some black. Make this one a bit darker. And some grayish color. And just work it into these trees and lay the land. I'm gonna have a river over here. Now you see the background trees, and these ones, the contrast will make the misty look more believable, but yet I'm not done with it. It's dry. I'm gonna go ahead and work on it, but just trying to make this point that really what makes it look misty is the contrast. I'm gonna lay my land over here as well, and this is gonna be my trees over here. And I'm gonna pull some gray into this and fade it into the background. And those trees, and as we move to the foreground, I'm gonna get a bit darker. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the same idea. I'm gonna make this one pick up a little more paint. I'm using ultramarine blue and black, and a bit gray down here. Let's gray that out a little bit, adding a bit gray. For this area. And we're gonna come up here and get a bit darker. Just creating some impression of branches and foliage on these trees. And just covering that area, bringing some of that gray into the mix. And I'm going to continue this process for all these trees, creating shorter trees here. Some of that gray. And I'm gonna put 2 more trees over there and bring you guys back. I'm gonna pick up some blue, some black, and I'm gonna come here and darken this tree a bit. These 2 maybe. And I'm gonna pick up some gray. And just blend it in. And I'm going to pick up my mop brush and create a misty look in here as well. Some of that gray. Let's put some of that gray on the palette. Just like that. And we're gonna come here and create some misty look into these trees. Not too much paint though. Maybe a bit over here as well. Maybe too much dark on my brush. Clean it up. And create some misty look in the background and into these trees. And maybe here as well. And maybe some white. Cleaning the brush. clean it with a rag. Let's pick up some of that white, some of that gray, just tiny bit, not too much. And we're gonna come here. Create some mist over here as well. And we're going to come here and intensify the mist a bit over here, but I don't want to get rid of that. I want to show those trees still, you know, just the bottom of these trees over here, and maybe the bottom of these trees also a bit misty. Maybe it's the morning after fog, some mist is still hanging in the air. You know, definitely the sky is clearing. We have some sun coming through, but some mist is still lingering in the meadow. Something like that, I don't know. If it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Now I'm going to pick up some of my gray and mix it in with that mix that we had, the ultramarine blue and tiny bit of black. Maybe add a little bit more ultramarine bluish into it. And come to the foreground and just tap, create some impression of maybe grass, something like that we appreciating in the foreground. I'm just gonna blend it in the background with just a bit of more grayish color and blend it in just like that with the mist. Now with the same blue that we had, that we used for the mountain, I'm gonna come here and bring in some gray. I'm gonna come here in the way in the distance, maybe even use some white. Create impression of this river. And we're gonna have like a very fuzzy end to it. Maybe we don't know where it's fading into. Just keep your water lines straight, keep your water straight. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe we are about done here. Some details here and there. I may continue working on this painting a bit more, but for the sake of demonstration, I think I did the justice. We wanted to create contrast. I think we did that. We wanted to create some fog or like misty look to the base of these trees and the mountain, and I think we did that. Again, I think it was a good exercise. Limited palette. I believe we only used 3 colors here. If we don't consider white as a color, we use ultramarine blue, black, and I think it's a simple painting, but effective and a good exercise if you're a beginner to do it at home. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you like, and hopefully if you haven't subscribed, you subscribe to the channel for more paintings. And I will see you guys soon with another painting. And have fun painting, be safe, take care of yourself and each other, and bye bye for now.